Good afternoon, and welcome to Archbishop Carroll. Home of the Archbishop Carroll Patriots. Archbishop Carroll set to take on from the hill at Archbishop Carroll. We are set to get underway. The Carroll Patriots will take the field. The Patriots took their last game. Their last game was on Monday against Archbishop Ryan, a home run from Shane Panici and Nick Gilroy. As we take a look at the lineup for both sides. For the visiting Archbishop Wood Vikings, it's Chase Cavallero to lead it off. He's playing center. Batting second, Luca Nardone, the left fielder. Batting third, A.J. Hopkins. Hopkins, the catcher. Batting fourth, Caden Vaca, the right fielder. Batting fifth, Cubby Bailey, the shortstop. Batting sixth, Jimmy Schultz, the first baseman. Batting seventh, Dom DiGiuseppe, the second baseman. Batting eighth, Jackson Klee, he's the third baseman. And batting ninth, Shane Broadwater, the designated hitter. For Archbishop Carroll, it'll be Max Barnes. They will have Max Barnes on the mound. Danny McNally catching. Over at first, Colin Moran. At second, Coltan Creedy. At short, Ryan McGoy. At third, Shane Panici. In left, Nick Gilroy. In center, John Thompson. And in right field, it's Gavin Moore. First pitch set to get underway. Could be 5 minutes early. Barnes has two more practice pitches. And now Barnes will be ready to go. Final practice pitch for Max Barnes as we are set to get this game underway. It'll be Chase Cavallero, the center fielder, the senior. And the first pitch from Barnes. Outside for a ball. Second pitch, tapped foul. Took an awkward bounce. Count 1-1. Head coach of Archbishop Wood, Jim DiGiuseppe. We'll hear a lot of DiGiuseppes as Dom batting 7th, playing second base, but Jim DeGiuseppe Jr. is in his 29th season as head coach of the Vikings, and Jim DeGiuseppe Sr. in his 35th season, the assistant coach of the Archbishop Wood Vikings. The count 2-1 to Cavallero, roped into right field for a base hit. It's a base knock for Cavallero. And now the 2-hole Luca Nardone. Nardone takes first pitch strike. Bats left, throws right. Barnes checks back the runner. First inning, losing it already. Pitch outside, 1-1. It's a mystery who comes in for relief for Archbishop Carroll, as they had Jack Stadnicki go 91 on Monday, and Bennett Bishop 17. He is still in his recovery process from Tommy John surgery, so he won't be able to go today. They used Colin Moran on Saturday, and I feel as if it's unlikely that they use Colin Moran again if Max Barnes gets into any trouble, so I think that reliever would be Gavin Moore, but it's still tentative. 2-1, runner going, fouled back. Count 2-2. Barnes comes in agreement with McNally and delivers the 2-2, fouled away. And another 2-2. A.J. Hopkins stands on deck. There's a game time switch as the pickoff gets away from Moran. That's something that has happened to Max Barnes 4 or 5 times. He's got 7 errors on the year. 4 of those errors have come from pickoff moves. It was a game time switch for A.J. Hopkins to go behind the dish, and Shane Broadwater to get the spot in the 9. 3-2. Full count to Luca Nardone. The 3-2, runner going, pitch outside, and the throw not in time. Wouldn't have mattered anyway. So now 2 runners on for A.J. Hopkins. Hopkins, the catcher, in his senior season. A lot of seniors on this Archbishop Wood team, as Pat Dunn will take a visit to the mound. 1-0 to Hopkins. Hopkins steps out and now back in, ready to see the 1-0. The 1-0, high. It would not be good for Archbishop Carroll to get into any trouble in the early innings. The count 2-1 to Hopkins. McGoy inches back towards second. Barnes looks back and delivers high. 3 balls, 1 strike. It's a hefty lead off of first for Chase Cavallero. As Hopkins steps out, a good crew of Viking faithful here on the hill. The fellow Carroll teams, as Hopkins draws a walk to load the bases with no outs. And McNally will take another visit to the mound. The other Carroll sports teams practicing, just taking a peek, gathering around the hill in support of their fellow Patriots. Bases are loaded. No outs. Caden Vaca, the batter. First pitch. Into right. Moore makes the catch. The runners will tag. It'll be the first run of the ball game. And now the batter, Cubby Bailey. Runner going, no throw. So it'll be a stolen base for Hopkins as Barnes inside. The count 2-0. Barnes delivers high, 3-0. Runners on the corners. Runners on second and third after that stolen base. And so it's 2 runners in scoring position. The count 3-0. 3-0. In there for a strike, 3-1. Bailey in full take mode. Cubby Bailey playing short. Bailey also a senior as Bailey fouls it straight back. Now it's a full count. 3-2, 1 away. Runners on second and third. The 3-2. In the dirt, ball 4. It'll reload the bases for Jimmy Schultz. The first pitch to Schultz, fouled back toward the Wood dugout. 0-1. Jimmy Schultz playing first. Both teams currently sitting in a playoff spot. Inside, 1-1. Archbishop Wood dropped their last game to LaSalle, 13-1. And the 1-1 fouled straight back. One, two. 1-2, one away, force out at any base. And the 1-2. Outside. And in the dirt, McNally jumps on it. Archbishop Wood in fourth in the Philadelphia Catholic League standings behind Comwell-Egan, LaSalle, and St. Joe's Prep as 2-2 high, 3-2. Archbishop Carroll in eighth at 3-5. And in that play-in spot, the 3-2. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. Got him looking. Two away. It's a strikeout for Barnes. As now the batter, Dom DiGiuseppe. First pitch, called a strike. 0-1. Two away. One run in the inning, as now it's 0-2. And the 0-2. Put on a ground over to short. McGoy picks it up, tries to go to second. It gets away from Tancredi. It'll go into right, and two runners will score. And so a possible escape to the inning for Barnes, and the fielding problems continue. Pat Dunn out to discuss with the second base umpire, see about a possible, I believe, possible base obstruction, as now the umpires will collectively join together for a decision. We might need to go to replay. I believe the only thing that could be discussed here would be a possible obstruction, as now the runner safe. thought possibly blocking the base pass. As now Jackson Klee. Klee puts it to right. It'll go foul. So Cavallero, Nardone, and Hopkins all score in the inning. On an E6 is what we'll book it as. The count 1-2. And now the 1-2. Put into right, Moore. Able to get to it on a leaping catch. Gavin Moore puts an end to a 3-run top of the first for Archbishop Wood as we head bottom 1. Nick Gilroy will lead it off for Archbishop Carroll to start the bottom of the first. It'll be Andrew Unrath on the mound. Unrath, a left-hander in the class of 2026. He is the number 2, as Brady Sell is that usual 1, also a senior. Sell with a 1.15 earned run average. Unrath has appeared in 5 games for the Vikings. He has a 1.65 earned run average and 3 wins. Gilroy down 0-2. He is 3-0. He started 2 games, and he has come in for 1 save and relieved in 2 others. One, 2 to Gilroy. Fouled. Remains 1-2. A 17-minute first inning, top of the first. Seemed like a lot more happened than what really did happen. Only one earned run for Max Barnes as two came on an error. As the 1-2 to Gilroy. Just high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2. Fouled, popped up. Will it go foul? It'll stay in play. And the catch made over at third base by Jackson Klee. So 1 away. Now it's Colin Moran. Lefty as umpire calls timeout to make sure that Unrath is making that eye contact with Moran before going into his windup. Moran takes outside for a ball. Colin Moran, one of the hottest hitters for Archbishop Carroll, and it just seems to continue that way. 1-1 to Moran. Moran pitched on Saturday against the Haverford School. Moran pops it foul. One, two. The 1-2. Fouled back again. Moran has kind of taken a little bit of a dip in his last few games. He's still hitting .325 as he faces 1-2, low 2-2. Moran, 44 plate appearances, 13 hits, 9 RBIs. He's tied with 9 RBIs, the lead on the team with Danny McNally, who has been just so consistent for Archbishop Carroll. As Moran pokes it into left center and it'll drop for a base hit. It takes an awkward bounce, but Moran stays at first. It's a 1-out single for Moran. He'll get that average up. Now it brings up Max Barnes, another one of those guys who has just been so good at the dish. He's batting .417, 15 hits and 42 plate appearances. 4 doubles. See if he can continue. As he takes low. On deck is Danny McNally. He's been great behind the dish, but at the plate batting as that ball gets away from the catcher. A.J. Hopkins, and it'll allow Moran to advance, so a runner in scoring position. The count 2-0. McNally hitting .450 with 13 hits and 29 at-bats, 41 plate appearances. It's 2-1 to Barnes. 13 hits, 9 RBIs, 2 doubles. And he's been just as good behind the plate. And it's led to some great success for this Carroll rotation, especially Jack Stadnicki, as Barnes pops it up over to short. Catch made over at short by Cubby Bailey. And now here comes Dan McNally with 2 away. First pitch from Unrath. Popped into left and foul. The count 0-1. Over McNally into right field for a base hit. Moran will be stopped at third. And it's another hit for Danny McNally. He just keeps on rolling. McNally will check out for the courtesy runner. Usually what happens when he gets on base, so he can get that gear on. And it'll be James Davin to run. And now it's Shane Panici playing third base today. Panici ropes it into center and catch made for the third out. Carroll gets 2 hits in the inning, and they leave 2 on. A lot of life and a lot of hope for the Carroll offense as we head to the top of the second, where their defense shows out. Top of the second, Max Barnes will continue to go. It'll be Shane Broadwater who hits it out to short. And it gets away. And so that'll be an error. The second error on McGoy. the first pitch to the top of the order, Chase Cavallero, who's back up here in the second, is a ball. Cavallero lines it into right. It'll drop for a base hit. Moore unable to cut it off. A run will score. And it'll be another unearned run for Barnes. Has no outs. Brings up Luca Nardone. Barnes, pitch up to center. Thompson, the catch. Barnes to A.J. Hopkins, who walked in his first at-bat and came around to score. Pitch low, 2-0 to Hopkins. Big swing and a miss. Makes it 2-1. Caden Vaca on deck. As Barnes delivers the 2-1 foul. And back into the crowd. Two, one away. As I think we're out of baseballs. Oh no, just a quick chat with Hopkins and his head coach. As the 2-2. Just high. Great pitch. Just wasn't enough. Barnes went back to the off speed again. And he wasn't able to get Hopkins. Now the 3-2. Outside, ball 4. So now Hopkins walks for the second time. It'll bring up Caden Vaca, who hit a sacrifice fly over to right. It's Barnes delivers low. Nice block by McNally. So it's 1-0. Pat Dunn will take another visit out to the mound. And Danny McNally will not join him. Through 2 innings, this has not been a bad outing for Max Barnes, as truly he's only had 1 earned run in this game. And he's gotten the outs that he's needed. Just a couple of mistakes here and there, as he does start giving up a couple of balls, and then he fights his way back to bring himself back into these counts, as the 1-0 fouled down the third baseline. Carroll's offense had a lot going for them in the bottom of the first, so 4 runs here with only 1 away. There's still a lot of game to be played, and their offense had some success in that bottom of the first, although the 0 on the board. They were able to get on base runners, and if he can do that, they can do that again. Then they'll be right back in this thing. It's 2-1 to Vaca as he flies it into right. Moore coming on, and he makes a nice catch. Gavin Moore showing off his speed. 2 away. That's the second time that Moore has put on the Jets to get to a fly ball. 2 away. The batter, Cubby Bailey. Bailey fouls back the first pitch. 0-1. Bailey walked in his first appearance. The 0-1 in the dirt, gets away from McNally. No throw. And so the runners advance. Bailey fouls it back towards the crowd once again. The count 1-2. It is key for Carroll to get out of this inning without giving up any more than 1 run. They almost had that in the first as Bailey puts a nice swing on it to right. Moore comes in and makes the catch. It's a nice play from Moore as 3 away. We head bottom 2. Four nothing in the bottom of the second inning. It'll be Gavin Moore to lead it off. He's already made a couple of nice defensive plays, but is at the dish this year. It has not been the greatest. Moore did have a double on Saturday against the Haverford School off the wall, just inches away from getting that one over the fence. But his defense is too much to sacrifice. He's hitting 194 this year as he smokes one into right. That'll drop for a base hit. It jumps over the wall. Could have been 3, would have been 3, Had it not jumped over that right field wall and more, well, that'll bump the average up just down the line for a hit. Had that just stayed in, Gavin Moore could have been gunning for an inside the park home run, at least 3 bases. But with the speed like Moore, you never know if he could have legged that one out. Now it's Ryan McGoy. He does have 2 errors in the game. First pitch outside. The 1-0, foul back. 1-1. Just like we stated in the top of the second, Carroll offense has gotten on base and they've gotten base runners. It's their 3rd hit of the day. They just got to bring them in. The 1-1. In the dirt, gets away, and Moore will be there with no throw. Two and one high. Three balls and 1 strike to McGoy. The 3-1. Strike 2. Gets away from Hopkins again, but Moore will not come home. Didn't get far enough away. So now it's a full count. Runner on third. No outs. Anything will do the job. The 3-2. Fouled away. Stays 3-2. On deck, the designated hitter in place for Thompson. It's Rick Evans. As the full count, Unrath delivers. McGoy pokes it into right, and it'll be caught, but it'll be a sacrifice fly. RBI for McGoy. For 1. Rick Evans. As Unrath delivers outside. After Evans is Cole Tancredi. Tancredi has taken a dip in the lineup from batting 2 to batting 9. He's had some early offensive struggles, but he's had some great defensive plays.
Heads up.
One, two. Strike 3 called. What a nice pitch from Unrath. 2 away. That'll bring up Tancredi. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Outside. Oh, man. Called the strike on the outside corner. As now 1-1. Tancredi, a knuckleball into center, but the catch made. 4 out number 3. Carroll gets one in the bottom of the second. We head top 3. Top of the third inning. Max Barnes back out to pitch. Jimmy Schultz will lead off the inning. The first pitch went around. First pitch strike. It's the 0-1 hit over to second. Tancredi picks it up, throw to first in time. Four 3 on the putout. Brings up Dom DiGiuseppe. First pitch over to short. McGoy fields it cleanly. Throw to first in time. 2 quick outs for Archbishop Carroll, as it'll bring up Jackson Klee. Barnes settling in. Delivers to Klee. Rope down the line for a base hit. Klee rounding first, headed for second. It gets away from Gilroy in left. And he'll be in there with a stand-up double. High to the 9-hole hitter, Shane Broadwater. With a man on second. Two 2-0. Archbishop Wood approaching their third trip through the lineup as Cavallero and those around him have already gone twice. McNally's throw back to Tancredi. Not in time. 3-0 to Broadwater with a man on second. The 3-0. Broadwater got the red light. Stared at one right down the middle. Barnes picks up a strike. 3-1, 2 away. The 3-1. Lifted into left, it'll drop for a base hit. A run will score. Broadwater headed to second. The throw over. Not in time. It's a 3-1 double. RBI double for Broadwater. And Max Barnes will exit the game. And Carroll will not go to Colin Moran or Gavin Moore. Instead, they'll go to Ryan McGoy. And so he'll warm up. We'll take a break. Barnes will take over at short for McGoy, who steps up to the rubber with a man on second, 2 away. And back to the top of the order, Chase Cavallero. He's got a single and a double as he smokes it to center. It'll drop for a hit. Cavallero headed to second, and he'll have another one. Broadwater scores on Chase Cavallero's second double of the game. Oh, 1. One. 6-1 the score. The 1-1, bouncing ball to second. Tancredi, gotta be quick. And Not in time. Throw home. Safe. And that'll be a base hit for Nardone. That'll be the 7th run. It's their 6th hit of the day. It's 1-0 to A.J. Hopkins, who has 2 walks. Count 2-0. Nardone with a lead off of first. McGoy in the dirt. 3-0. Three innings, the third time through the order for Archbishop Wood as the 3-0 in for a strike. 3-1. It was full take mode for Hopkins. It's the 3-1 in the dirt, ball 4. It'll be the 3rd walk of the day for Hopkins. And now it'll be Caden Vaca as the courtesy runner comes in for Archbishop Wood. We'll get you an update on that in just a second. As it's 2 on, McGoy steps off, and now that'll be the perfect time for us to update you on that courtesy runner. Colin Rohrback, number 12. The first pitch to Vaca, in for a strike. Oh, 2 to Vaca. Vaca up the middle for a base hit. 1 run will come home. The throw to the plate, not in time. So it's a 2-out RBI single for Vaca. So it's Luca Nardone who comes around to score. McGoy delivers in for a strike to Cubby Bailey. One and one. The throwback not in time. It's 1-1 to Bailey. McGoy steps off, now back on. Ready to go. The 1-1. Fouled away, 1-2. 1-2 to Bailey. Jimmy Schultz on deck. He started this inning with a ground ball to second. Carroll got the first 2 outs of the inning on the first 2 batters and have not gotten an out since. McGoy steps off 1-2. The 1-2 fouled away and off the home plate umpire. And so he's good to go. He resumes play. 1-2 to Cubby Bailey with 2 on. Runners on first and second. The 1-2. High, 2-2. Throw back. Not in time, 2-2. 2-2. Lined into left for a base hit. 1 run will score on the RBI single from Cubby Bailey. That makes it 9-1. First pitch from McGoy. 1-0. We're back to Jimmy Schultz, who started off the inning. So Archbishop Wood has batted around. As Schultz fouls it off of his leg. 1-1. It's the 1-1. Big swing and a miss. 1-2. Carroll has been ahead in these counts, but it's been finishing them. It's outside, 2-2. 2-2, 2 away, runners on first and second. The 2-2 fouled back. It remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2. Schultz, a knuckleball into center, and it's caught by Thompson. Carroll escapes a 5-run third inning where Archbishop Wood batted around. We head to the bottom of the third when we return. Bottom of the third inning. It'll be Gilroy's second time up, top of the order for Archbishop Carroll. He popped up to third in his first at-bat. Andrew Unrath will stay on the mound as the clock strikes 5:05. The appeal from Hopkins, no swing. The count 1-0. Gilroy lines it down the third baseline, foul. Colin Moran on deck. He has one of the 3 Carroll hits. And base runners is exactly what they need. They need guys on so that they can start going after the 8-run lead. The appeal, no swing, 2-1. Eight hits for Archbishop Wood as the Carroll offense looked good in the bottom of the second. They chipped away, made it 4-1, and now they need to kind of continue and build on that. It's 3-1 to Gilroy. 3-1. Outside, it's a leadoff walk. That brings up Colin Moran with Max Barnes on deck. Short day for Max Barnes. Definitely could have kept going. He was getting himself out of some of those jams that he found himself in, and Patriots decided that it would be better if they made the switch. Barnes got the first 2 outs of the inning. Just a few pitches. As now Jim DiGiuseppe Jr. and Sr. both on the coaching staff. Jim DiGiuseppe Jr. in his 29th season of head coach of Archbishop Wood Baseball. Jim DiGiuseppe Sr. in his 35th season, the assistant coach, as it's 2-0 to Colin Moran after Gilroy walked. Just talking some things over. The 2-0 in there for a strike, 2-1. Even if Unrath allows a few base runners, I doubt Archbishop Wood takes him out in a spot like this. With an 8-run lead. It's 2-1 to Colin Moran. The 2-1, low, 3-1. These base runners could be crucial for Archbishop Carroll. As Moran steps out. 2 on with no outs. Could make an impact in this inning. If Carroll can somehow win this inning as Moran walks. If Carroll can win this inning, then it would be 9-7, and they would be in this game. And that would be, well, if you're a Carroll fan, that's exactly what you want, as the Wood boys decide to not use the bullpen. Instead, they're going to use the soccer field. As Barnes into center. Nice catch in center field. A beautiful catch by Cavallero, as that could have been dangerous. Barnes robbed of a base hit. Warming up, as they'll now head to the bullpen, is Jack Coughlin. As McNally up the middle, that'll be a base hit. Gilroy rounding third, headed home, as now he'll be stopped and head back to third. It's a one-out single for McNally. Bases loaded with one away. Is now it's Shane Panici. Panici hit a 2-run home run on Monday against Archbishop Ryan. He takes outside. Carroll could get themselves back in this one. Low, 2-0 to Shane Panici. Coughlin warming up. He's a senior. He's got a 2.17 ERA in 4 appearances. He has started 2 games, and he's come in to save 1. Big swing by Panici. 9 2/3 innings pitched for Coughlin. He's allowed 3 earned runs in those 9 innings with 10 strikeouts and 4 hits. Strike 2 called. Definitely high, and nothing that Shane Panici could do about that one. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 2 away, as just unlucky for Shane Panici in a spot where he has the bases loaded. Now it's Gavin Moore, who doubled last inning. Moore hits it sharply to short, takes a bounce off of the shortstop. That'll bring home 2. A hardly hit ball for Moore. Smoked over to short, and truly nothing that the shortstop could do about that one. The shortstop, Cubby Bailey, as Moore smoked it. (9-3). McGoy the batter. Runner going. McNally the throw over. Not in time, and Moore will also take a bag. It's a double steal, and it sets up 2 runners in scoring position for Archbishop Carroll. (2-0 to McGoy as he steps in the box and awaits the 2-0. 2-0 in there for a strike. 2-1. Well, if he can drive home these two runners, Archbishop Carroll, from down 8 to down 4, it would be massive. It's McGoy over to third, picked up, throw to first in time. Carroll does get 2 in the inning, so they trail 9-3. We head to the top of the 4th. Top of the 4th inning. And we'll see an unexpected pitching change for Archbishop Carroll. They'll go to Bennett Bishop. Bishop has appeared in a few games for the Patriots. He's committed to Duke University. And this team needs a spark on the mound and offensively, and he can do that. First pitch from Bishop is a base hit up the middle. Dom DiGiuseppe on the knock. Bishop throws really hard. If you couldn't tell. Fun fact about Bennett Bishop, when he was attending school in Virginia as 1-0, that one looked like it was right over the plate. When Bishop was attending school in Virginia, he actually wrote for the school newspaper. He specialized in writing sports. Until he found his way back to Pennsylvania and Philadelphia as Bishop drills Klee on a heater. That one had to hurt. It was 2-0. Bishop, a tall lefty, one of the few left-handers in the Philadelphia Catholic League. 2 of them on the mound today. Bishop had some issues with just some fundamental problems coming back super early as Broadwater shows bunt. Moran came in, pulls back for ball 1. Another bunt, strike 1. Bishop returning from Tommy John surgery. And so this season is his first one in a while. The 1-1. Bunt fouled, 1-2. Oh, he got it. He that one hit his bat. Some confusion here. 1-2. Another bunt shown on 1-2. Strike 3, got him going on the bunt. So it's a strikeout for Bishop. Bishop had some fundamental problems, most especially with the balks. He had multiple balks this year, and that's been an issue. McNally jumps on it, called strike. Oh, 1, back to the top of the order. It's Chase Cavallero in his 4th time at the dish. Bouncing ball over to short. Barnes, unable to handle it, so a run will come home to score. What do you call that one? That was tough to handle. I think that should be a base hit. As Cavallero was busting it down the line, he would have been there. Have to see what Archbishop Carroll gave him, but my assumption would be a base hit. Is that one very little chance of getting there? Runners on 1st and 3rd. 10-3 the score. 1 away, the count 1-0. It's Luca Nardone. The catcher, A.J. Hopkins, on deck. Strike 1 to Nardone. Runner going. Nardone fouls it back. So Cavallero will have to return. It's the count 1-2. The 1-2. Just outside. Runner steals a base. The 2-2 in the dirt. Ball 4 on the 3-2. So that'll load up the bases. for A.J. Hopkins. Hopkins has walked 3 times today. The 0-1 in there for a strike. Bishop bringing the heat as it's 0-2. The 0-2. Strike 3 called. Got him looking. 2 away. Got him on the off speed. 2 away. First pitch strike to Caden Vaca. Ball gets away from McNally. Now they've got him trapped between second and third. Tancredi not able to apply the tag, and a run will come home to score. Count 1-1. It's inside. 2-1. Another wild pitch. McNally no throw. Makes it 3-1 to Vaca. Nardone takes second. As the 3-2 outside for ball 4. The first pitch to Cubby Bailey. Is a strike. Gets away again. Runners do not advance. And it's 1-1. The 1-1. Foul back 1-2. One, 2 to Bailey. 2 away, 11-3. 10 hits for the Vikings. The 1-2. Off the end of the bat. And foul. An awkward noise coming from the bat of Bailey as it stays 1-2. Time called. Just as Bishop was ready to deliver, he calls time. That time just a little late, but still granted. That's all that matters as Bailey lifts it into right center for a base hit. 2 runners will score. Bailey not stopping at second. He's headed for third. The throw to third in time. And so 3 runners score on Cubby Bailey's double. Caught advancing to third. So we head to the bottom of the 4th. Bottom of the 4th inning. Carroll trails 14-3. And there will be a new arm on the mound. It'll be Jack Coughlin. He was warming up, and he got the call. The first pitch to Evans. Inside. That'll be a ball. It sounded like it hit the knob of Evans' bat, but I'm going to keep quiet behind the plate. 1-1. Possibility that I just can't hear. 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Carroll needs to score 1 run to stay alive. The 2-1, 2-2. They do actually have to score 2. Or else this one will come to a close. Strike 3 called. Got him looking. So 1 away for McGoy. The first pitch, fouled back, 0-1. What a day it was for all these hitters for Archbishop Wood, but especially Chase Cavallero. He had 2 singles, 2 doubles, and he scored 3 runs. How many he drove in, well, I couldn't tell you. I'd have to go back as Tancredi flies out, as it actually was Tancredi, not McGoy's. Cole down on a fly out to left field, left center. Made the catch, and now Carroll down to their final out. It's Nick Gilroy. Unless you have to go 5 innings, I believe it's 4 for the 10 runs. This could be Carroll's last out. Gilroy fouls it back. 0-1. To Nick Gilroy. And could this be it? The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Got him going. And the inning will be over. You actually got to go 5, so turns out I'm incorrect, as I guess I usually am. We'll head to the top of the 5th. Score 14-3 in favor of Archbishop Wood. The top of the 5th inning. Gavin Moore takes to the mound, and he'll face off against Averill Walls Jr., the batter. He'll come in for Jimmy Schultz and play first base. Walls puts it down the line for a base hit. So Averill Walls on with a knock. Gavin Moore, the right fielder. Coming in to pitch. It's 0-1. And the batter, Dom DiGiuseppe. It's 0-2. One, two, throw back. Not in time. 2-2 to DiGiuseppe. The 2-2. Moore. Delivers, and it's fouled back. And it remains 2-2. Averill Walls stands at first. It's a 12-hit day for Archbishop Wood. 14 runs. 5 spot in the third and the fourth inning. 3 in the first, 1 in the second. They've yet to have a scoreless inning. Could this be different? Archbishop Carroll needs to battle back as it's sent down the right field line. Haley unable to get to it, and it'll be a single for DiGiuseppe. So 2 runners on. We'll bring up Jackson Klee. 2 singles, both to right. The first pitch to Klee. High. 1-0. Moore is not a usual pitcher, but they use him when they have to because he throws really hard. Moore occasionally has some struggles finding the zone when he's on the mound, but when he can, he pitches well. You saw that speed at right and the good hitting from him today. 1-1. And so he brings a lot to the table. He'll be headed out to Hartford, and he'll go the JUCO route. It's 1-2. And the 1-2. No way. Moore comes set. Fires on the off speed, just high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2, no outs. Runners on first and second. Archbishop Carroll already needs 2 in the bottom of the 5th. They cannot afford any more here. Swing and a miss. Got him going. It's a strikeout for Moore, and the first out of the inning. And now the substitution. It'll be Colin Rohrback to come in and pinch hit for Broadwater. Rohrback, a designated hitter and pitcher, is McNally shaken up. McNally attended to by both teams' coaches and his head coach Pat Dunn, as well as athletic trainer Miss Siobhan. McNally A-OK, just a little shaken up, as he'll jog his way back behind the plate after a drink of water. And get things going. It's 0-1. To Rohrback. The 0-1. High and outside. 1-1. Chase Cavallero on deck. He'll be looking to swing it. He's got a 4-for-4 day. And he looks to add on as Averill Walls looks to swipe a bag. McNally throws him out. And so now it'll be 1-2. Now with 2 outs. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Got him going. They'll throw to first to get that out. 3 away for Archbishop Carroll as they head to the bottom of the 5th in need of 2 runs. A change behind the dish for Archbishop Wood. It'll be Stephen Long, the junior catcher, taking over for the starting catcher, A.J. Hopkins. It'll be the 2-3-4 hitters, Moran, Barnes, McNally, as Carroll in need of 2. Still pitching for Archbishop Wood is Jack Coughlin. Bottom 5, Carroll down 11. As Moran steps up to the plate. Base runners is exactly what Carroll needs right now. See what Moran can do. He walked and has a single today. Walked in his last time up. First pitch. Big swing and a miss. 0-1. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Time called. The 0-2 from Coughlin. Comes set. Kicks. Fires. High and outside. 1-2. To Colin Moran. The 1-2. Moran puts a swing on it to left. It'll be an easy fly ball caught in left. As I said that, almost caused some trouble. Caught in left. By Nardone. So 1 away. Carroll down to 2 outs. It's Barnes, McNally, and Panici. The 1-0. How did that one get up here? It jumped off the glove of Long, and it made its way towards the fencing. 2-0 to Barnes. Strike 1. Two balls, 1 strike. 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2-2. 1 away. The 2-2. Barnes puts it on the ground over to short. Throw on to first in time. 2 away. Nice stretch at first by Walls. And a nice throw over at short by Cubby Bailey. Now Carroll down to their final out. It is Danny McNally. McNally has 2 singles and a stolen base. Shane Panici behind him. As McNally puts it on the ground over to second. The throw on to first, and that'll end the ball game. It's a 14-3 victory for the Archbishop Wood Vikings. They will move to 7-2. Archbishop Carroll down to 3-6. Wood will remain at 4th in the standings. Archbishop Carroll could drop at 8th. Cardinal O'Hara did lose 15-0 to Conwell Egan. 14-3 the final here at Archbishop Carroll. The next home game, I believe, next Friday in a non-conference matchup. Might be next Wednesday. I'd have to check it out, and now I'm forgetting. But it's a 14-3 victory. Thank you all for joining us here on Carroll Sports Media. And until next time, I'm Nicholas Mastripolito.